My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is December 13, 2024. It is 3:24 a.m. I was editing some of the videos that I recorded yesterday. I have one more to finish edit. I just finished the third one. The way that I edited yesterday, I did 4 videos. The first one was on our part of Pew Service. The second one was on this channel, APTS Sussex. The third one and the fourth one for PYTE. So the first one was a short one. The last one, the fourth one, was a short one. They're already public. The 2 long ones are the one that I just finished today, and which is the third one, and the second one. So I need to finish the second one. This is the second one I'm about to start, but it's 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. I just want to catch up with what's going on. I haven't been online that much. I went to one of my son's game, so I've been off Twitter, but occasionally I take a peek in to see what's going on. So I grabbed some tweets. I'm not sure how I'm gonna deal with it. Some of them might be on PYTE and some might be over here. The first few ones, there were a lot. I saw the Monarchy was trending. I just grabbed the links. I didn't pick the few sentences, which I think I should. So I click on trend to see what was trending, what they were doing. There's something they want to spend money on. So I grabbed a couple of the links to share with you. And the rest will be most likely on PYTE. So I have 11 of these for PYTE, maybe. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the Monarchy kind of thing. Okay, so let's look at the background. New subscribers, welcome. 4,460 subscribers. Estimate revenue $98.34. Analytics. I usually look at the views in the last 48 hours, which is 574 views. Okay, so let's go on Twitter. Oh my god, I just put this on the list. It will be last, I think, depending on how I decided to split the videos. First tweet. I just want to get the recording out of the way because of the quietness in the middle of the night. Right, so there's that here. That's some of the tweets that were under trending for the Monarchy. I actually posted something. Let me see if I could find it first. That should be first, actually. Okay, so this is what I posted earlier, literally like 2 hours ago. All right, I see abolish the Monarchy trending. I'm like, what did they do now? Archwell production, well, it has to do with Polo on Netflix. So there they are here. I posted this. I took a screenshot from the side. Now it's the royal family that's trending, and Archwell production is still trending. So Snoop Dogg is trending, drones is trending, but the royal family is trending. And before that, a couple hours ago, which was around 1:28 a.m. right now it's 3:28. Okay, 2 hours ago. That's what was trending. 4 people like it. There's no retweet. So now I'm going back to the tweet that I showed you earlier. Oh, I grab only the link. Alright, so let's go back. Grab the link. These were the tweet under the abolish the monarchy. One of many. Okay, scrap the Queen Elizabeth Memorial and use the £46 million on pensioners' winter fuel allowance. Abolish the monarchy. Alright, so ITV News, Queen Elizabeth II Memorial could cost up to $46 million as search begin for design team. This is what they're planning on spending already? That's not the cost itself? Okay, whenever they do that, they're creating something. They showing. I think I have said something similar when they're doing renovation and those palaces. And I'm like, do they make a bid for contractors to make bids? You know, you pick the reasonable and the one with more reputable history to do the thing. But it seems like it's them who have their buddies to do the job. They already have their buddies to do the job, and then they throw millions out. So usually when things like that happen, there's some money that is being putting someplace else. I don't want to say where, but you could just imagine. Similar to what the Tories were doing, shipping immigrants to Rwanda. And then later on you find out there were a whole bunch of mess that was going on.
Mr. Speaker, let me return to the Rwanda Migration and Economic Development Partnership. So 2.5 years after the previous government launched it, I can report it has already cost the British taxpayer £700 million in order to send just 4 volunteers. In order to send just 4 volunteers. Those costs include £290 million payments to Rwanda, chartering flights that never took off, detaining hundreds of people and then releasing them, and paying for more than 1,000 civil servants to work on the scheme. A scheme to send 4 people. It is the most shocking waste of taxpayers' money I have ever seen. Looking forward, the costs are set to get worse. Even if the scheme had ever got going, it's clear it would only cover a minority of arrivals. Yet a substantial portion of future costs were fixed costs. For example, the annual direct payments to Rwanda, the contracts for escorts, the staffing in the Home Office, the detention and reception centres, and more. So the taxpayer would still have to pay out no matter how few people were relocated. And most shocking of all, over the 6 years of the Migration and Economic Development Partnership forecast, the previous government had planned to spend over £10 billion of taxpayers' money on the scheme. They did not tell Parliament that. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the Rwandan government for working with the UK in good faith, because the failure for this policy lies with the previous UK government. It has been a costly con, and the taxpayer has had to pay the price.
Okay, so there's the response to this. I agree with your point, but the proposed cuts to winter fuel payments will save about £1.4 billion a year. Where will the other 97.1% of the saving comes from? I mean, they have to start somewhere. I mean, whenever you start talking about the people, to benefit the people, and you have all those people bringing all different aspects of things. But why so much for a memorial that's not gonna serve the people any good? Meanwhile, people are dying, hungry, cold, and all of that. Okay, let's see. 917 was a very good year. Okay, okay, I see explanation. Okay, 1917 was a very good year. I don't know. Is that the... Wow. Okay, so there's that here. I'm not gonna read the article. So there it is here. How can it possibly cost £46 million for a statue? So who will be paying for it? I mean, okay, £46 million for Queen Elizabeth II Memorial. There's the thinking face here. While NHS struggle, homelessness rises, and food banks overflow, priorities, please. There's the crown here. Let's not be indifferent to the suffering of our people. Heartbreaking. That's what I was just saying. As a matter of fact, let me put it right after. There's a tweet that was talking about Luigi. That's the kid who... Oh, I'm saying kid. That's the guy who killed the CEO of the United Healthcare. There's a tweet making reference to it. Okay, I can guarantee the Queen will rather not have a memorial and have the elderly stay warm instead. when she was alive, did she do anything about that? How much have we spent to Ukraine? There's all of that as well. So let me go look for that tweet. I had it on the... Okay, so I'm gonna move it up. It will be next. But when the Queen, during the Queen funeral, they didn't show any respect at all. Remember what was happening during the Queen funeral? They were so busy talking about Meghan. They didn't even care to make any reference to her legacy at all. So now they want to spend that much. So there's a something behind it. For all that money. Then recently, let me pause this at the bottom. Okay, so there's this here. I've been as clear, as honest to whoever's in the UK when you listen to my podcast. I've been saying, try not to be like the US when it comes to healthcare, the for-profit type of thing. Because when I used to look deeper into the UK politics and all of that, I saw they were inching toward that. And then these people, the Tories and the GOP in the US, all the same. Okay? I don't see any difference between both of them. The only difference I will say is that, well, two differences. Different countries, and they name themselves differently. But their behavior and action, the same. When one of the things that I see they like to do is to create problem, mess things up. Because when they don't want... Okay. When they have an objective, they see where they could put something in their pocket, they F things up. They F it up, make sure it doesn't work. Okay? And then to solve it is to give it to them to make it work. I don't know, even though it doesn't work, but they will make it sound like it's working. So in other words, they will mess up the NHS, and then once you make it privatized, and then the narrative that you will hear on the radio, some radio, because O'Brien usually tells us like it is. Their mainstream media, their television, and the royalists will make it seems like it's working perfectly, when in fact individuals are going through hell. Okay, this is an example what's happening in America. Okay, hospitals in America literally dump patients on the street because insurance companies stop paying. I don't feel sorry for that CEO. I feel sorry for the patient who died in the cold because of the CEO. Okay. All right, just in, United Healthcare CEO shooting suspect Luigi Mangione. Okay, what is it? Mangione screams at reporters and struggles with police during his extradition hearing. Quote, "It is completely out of touch and an insult to the intelligence of the American people." He didn't bother saying it's not him. Because, like Trump, it never him. The Tories, it never them. They deny. All right, 21 seconds. I'm sorry, there will be a screenshot. Just listen, and then I'll go to the next thing regarding the trending of the monarchy.
Down.
Oh my God! That's completely out of touch. As an insult to the intelligence of the American people and the lived experience.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm done with that. This is a perfect example for you, the UK. All right, this, you make it privatized, this is what happened. I've been saying it ever since I started talking about the NHS and all of that. Fight for your NHS. What you have is, I don't know, from the American perspective, I think it's one of the best. Okay, so do what you have to do to save it. Next tweet regarding the abolish the monarchy. £46 million in taxpayers' funds for a memorial to Liz the Last. What a waste of money. Scrap this wasteful royal propaganda or make the Windsors and their sycophant pay. They have the money. And then the slumlord thing, they're not even taking care of those properties, but they're making millions off of it. Make them use their own money if they want to do that. Okay, another failed master plan. The British peasants are bleeding already. The NHS had to pay Charles rent because it's built on land he owns. There's that. What is that? That's an ad. Her son has got billions. Why can't he pay? Okay, let her family pay for it. Join Republic, abolish the monarchy. Crowdfund. That's not a bad idea. Oh my God, the image below, I have to blank it. Crowdfunded and see how many of the 4 lakh toggers stump for this daft idea. Oops, sorry, I read that as a tribute to Charles, the greedy, corrupt, and cruel. He's the king of F it all. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The image below it, I have to black it, okay? So this is another tweet that was under Abolish the Monarchy. Surely Charles can dip his hand and his rather large wallet and pay the 45. Okay, so now it's 45. I thought it was 46. Okay, 46 million pounds for a statue of the woman who was on benefit for 96 years. Abolish the monarchy. Her entire life and benefit. He'll consider it right and proper the nation honor his beloved mama, the one he ignored over Camilla's title. Okay, how many homeless could be helped by 45 million pounds? Royals are super rich, so why can't they pay for their own monument? How long will a gullible public put up with this royal nonsense? Okay, all the royals have instead of pockets begging bowls. The whole family are parasites. It won't surprise me if they piss money. Alright, another one regarding Abolish the Monarchy. I have two more regarding that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna split it into two. Next one. Neither the countryside nor the wildlife are safe in the royal family's hand, even Queenie's. Willie went on a hunting trip to Spain one day before issuing a plea for wildlife protection. Okay, what did he do? There's the response under it. Hypocrite. What happened here? Okay, so that was back in 2020. Al dies entrapped on Queen Sandringham estate, leading Chris Packham to call for ban. TV nationalists appealed to royal family to phase out unsustainable shooting, saying if Sandringham are not running their business properly, what sort of a signal does it send to others? Okay, I'm just hearing about this. I never know about that. I mean, I know they have issues shooting and things like that, go hunting, but okay. You know, I'm okay for hunting. I've said this before. If it's for eating, okay, you're hungry, you should, you know, the process of life. Alright, if it's for you're hungry, you're gonna eat it, that's fine. But if you're doing just for fun and I don't know, that's the one I'm not for. Leaked documents show that permission was granted to kill 600 grey-lag geese and destroy another 1,000 of the bird eggs at the Sandringham estate. But why do they do that? Is that true? That was back in 2020, September 4th, 2020. The Queen faces call to admit the extent of animal culls on her land after permission was granted to kill 600 grey-lag geese and destroy another 1,000 of the bird eggs at one of her estate, while another royal institution has recently ceased to be transparent over killings. Are they a nuisance to the people, or why do they want to do that? Oh my God. There's that. Queen giving go ahead to axe trees for car park expansion at Sandringham. But Her Majesty has been told she must plant replacement around the Norfolk site before work start. The West Car Park is set to grow from 416 spaces to 600 spaces and become the size of 3 football pitches. Species to be felled include mature sycamores, Norway maples, peach and scat pine, some of which are more than 100 years old. King's Lynch Council said the new trees should have an instant aesthetic impact. Okay, last year the Queen introduced parking fees at the 2 visitor car parks at Sandringham for the first time. Locals were furious after she built a mud barrier to stop tourists parking along the road leading to her house and forcing them to use a fee-paying car parks. The Queen stays at the estate every winter until early February. If you want to watch, you're gonna have to bring your cars and then pay. The only question I have is the money that she's raising for the parking, where does those money go to? Does it go back to the taxpayers, or she pocket it? I mean, it's so uneven. The way things are so uneven. Getting money from the taxpayers to upkeep them, pay for parking. I could understand that, okay? I'm not arguing about that part. I could understand that. But where does the money go? Do they pocket it? Do they pay tax upon it? What do they do with the extra fees when the taxpayers are actually upkeeping them? If they had done something, because in some states, I don't know if it's every state in the US. If you go, let's say, to a park, a national park across the country, the people who are in that particular state, the fee for it is a bit less than someone from out of state. Let's say, for instance, New York, for instance, you go, let's say you go hiking or something like that. I will not say hiking. Let's say you go camping. Camping will be much better. You go camping. If you live in the state, okay, within that state, there's a fee you have to pay, which help upkeep the park, which is very understandable. If, for instance, someone from Connecticut or New Jersey or Florida go in New York to camp in that particular camp, they have to pay somewhat a little bit more. So if they have done something like this, let's say, for instance, the Brits, who's already paying to upkeep them, they pay a less fee for the parking than someone, let's say me, who goes to the UK to visit. That will make a little bit more sense. I'm just saying. Okay, that's it. I really don't know what to say about that. But anyway, let's continue. Okay, hypocrites. All right, let's go to the next one. And I have one more regarding the trending of the monarchy. No, just no. Abolish the monarchy. Alright, should we spend £46 million on a memorial for the late Queen? Leading artists and architects are being asked to put forward ideas for a national memorial to Queen Elizabeth II. But how did they come with that figure, 46 million? What did they invest in? How did they come up with that amount? 46 million is a lot. Okay, it's an investment into a legacy that people will admire for hundreds of years to come. But when she died, they didn't even mention her. They were so focused on bashing Meghan. And I highlight many of these on my videos on PYTE. A great lady and our longest serving head of state who devoted her entire life to public service. If we can't honor her, we really are a sad and self-obsessed bunch. But why did... Okay, let's see. That's 7... Oh my God. Okay, how did she serve you? That's a good question. She waved and cut ribbons. I agree 100%. Every town and city in the country has things named for her. How many monuments do you need? Then recently they did something. They did an opening for a monument of her. Okay, that's that. Yeah, but she herself will be disgusted with that amount being wasted on a memorial to herself. F her, she did nothing for me. It's a real peasant. Alright, let's go to the last one. There were, I know some of you said you want to see animal pictures. I've been seeing a lot of them. Alright, okay, so I think I put it twice. No, just not. Yeah, I put it twice. That's the one I just came from. Alright, so let's do an animal picture. Animal video. And then the next one, I have more videos, but more tweets. It will be on PYTE. So let's do this one. You saw at the beginning of the video when I went on Twitter. Alright, let's pause it. That's my spot. There's the dog here. Alright, there's this person. I don't know if it's a child who's on his phone. The pillow is between his leg, and there's the dog gonna pull the pillow out of the way and watch what happened. I'm sorry, there will be some screenshot in between. Is there audio? There's no audio. Pull the thing out. Now, that's my spot. Squeeze himself in between. He wants to see now, moving forward a little bit more. Oh my God, look at the tail wagging. Looks like there was another dog coming. Let me fast forward it. Near the end, there was another dog. Yeah, there's another one. Here, there's another one. It's like, oh man, I want to see two. Or I want that spot. Sharing is caring, except when it's my spot. Alright, so that's it. Now I'm gonna do another video for PYTE, and I'm gonna start with this once I come on here. I should not be recording anymore. I need to finish yesterday's video. Okay, I'm gonna start with that. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you wanna support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And yeah, that's that.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.